thought, okay, maybe she's out of friends, and so that first night you're calling all these friends of hers. But then by the next day, you have that dreaded fear that, you know, something bad might have happened. And that's when you just, you know, start to get frantic trying to figure out what to do. There's no one there to help you, really. You're on your own, and I felt at times it was just my husband and I were completely alone.
We're back with Joseph Travers, and joining us now is Maureen. Her 16-year-old daughter went missing a few years ago, but thanks to Joseph's organization, they were able to track her down. Thank you so much for joining us, Maureen. Tell us, how did you find out your daughter disappeared?
Well, it was a Friday afternoon. She was just turned 16, and she took off on her bike to go to a friend's house, and she never got there. And we started to call around to try to figure out where she was, called all her friends and their parents, and then after a while we realized that she might be seriously missing. And so we contacted the police, and then the ordeal began, you know, every parent's worst nightmare, where we had to mount a campaign to find her. And it was about a month before we encountered Joseph to help us out. And by that time, you know, time is of the essence.
Right.
We did discover a lead after about 2 weeks that she may be with a girl that had been missing from Van Nuys for 2 months prior. And so I got in touch with the mother, and we decided that we would try to find both together, that there was credible evidence that they were both together. So this was an example of trying to find two girls, you know, a 15 and a 16-year-old girl, and it felt like a needle in a haystack, you know. Could be anywhere in the Southern California metropolitan area. I mean, we got leads that could be, you know, Riverside, San Bernardino, LA, San Diego, Mexico. So it just seemed overwhelming to try to find her. And as time went on, we realized that, you know, bad things could happen the longer that she was out there on wherever she was.
Mother's worst nightmare.
Yes.
Was there signs leading up to this that anything was wrong, or were you totally blindsided by all of this?
No, there was no signs that she hadn't, you know, never taken off, you know, gone anywhere like that before. So, you know, she lived in a affluent neighborhood, you know, area, and it was just not something that we thought about.
Yeah,
Could happen.
Could happen to anyone, exactly.
It could happen to anywhere, you know, any neighborhood, any place in America.
Joe, how did you go about locating Maureen's daughter?
Well, we took all the leads that we had from Maureen and the other child's mother. Then we did a social networking investigation, go through the social network. We also started an anonymous tip line. Through a series of the social investigation, we developed a contact who said that they had stayed at their house or around their house a couple days before. So we took that information, we did some social networking on that, and then we pinpointed the two girls in a gang house in Compton, California.
Wow.
So what happened is, and I don't know if you want to tell the rest of the story after that, when we extracted them with the help of the LA County Sheriff's Department from that house, but they were getting ready to do something to the two girls.
Really?
And we took them out just in time.
How is your daughter doing today, Maureen?
She's now 19, and she's out of school. She's working. She's getting on with her life, but she's a different person than she was when she left. It definitely traumatized her, but you know, she's a survivor, and she's doing well now.
One piece of advice for both of you to any parent watching out there, is there something they could take away today?
Know what your child is doing in front of you, but know what your child is doing, if you can, as much as you can, when they're not with you.
So you can never be too overprotective. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. And listen, if you have a missing child or would like to find out more about the organization, visit the Saved in America website. We're going to be right back after these messages from your local station.